Infectious disease expert Dr. Ravina is here. Dr. Ravina?
Hi, thank you for having me on. I think in this time during COVID, where many people are feeling very isolated, this multi-tiered system is actually great for the mental health, but it's a playground for this coronavirus. And my concern is that the day-to-day activities that your 5-year-old does, that some of the other individuals in your household do outside, that might be being carried inside and putting the elderly individuals in your household at risk.
Dr. Ravina, if the granddaughter's at the house mostly, she's just going to a couple of classes where they are undergoing rigorous safety protocols. Of course, there's some risk, but it's a lot less risk than her going to school, hanging out with friends, and then seeing her grandmother and great-grandmother.
Correct. I completely agree. I mean, the fact that learning is all virtual, but my concern is for going to different practices, which it seems like you take your granddaughter to some outside practices. So I would just be mindful of asking what those children's family members do to be mindful of COVID. I think things to be mindful of, we know that this is a respiratory virus, which lingers in the air with potentially some aerosol transmission as well. And things to be mindful of, which we know has worked, is wearing a face mask, physically distancing at least 6 feet, avoiding mass gathering, and last thing, which is key, is hand hygiene, making sure any surface that you touch or anyone that you come into contact with, you're washing your hands constantly, whether it's with soap and warm water or using hand sanitizer. But I think it seems like you are doing everything that you can to be mindful of that you're still living your life to the fullest during this pandemic, but also keeping that in mind, that anyone that you come into contact with, that you follow those infection prevention procedures.
And Dr. Ravina, what do we need to do going forward to make sure we're being safer and still trying to accomplish what we're trying to do as a family?
I think that, we all right now are experiencing pandemic fatigue, but keep those infection prevention measures at the forefront of your minds.
Awesome. Well, listen, Victoria, Lucy, and Dr. Ravina, thanks for giving us such valuable information. And you guys have a good time out there and just be safe.
Thank you so much.
Likewise.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panic about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? 100,000 people died. On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I could change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.